All right, everybody. Welcome on into what I believe is video number 6 in this mediocre risk series. You can see down here, I'm currently at 19,426. I played a few games since the last video. I didn't get a chance to record. I did briefly get over 20,000, so that landmark has been broken. And I found out that 26,000 is the line to get up to Grandmaster, which, at this point seems way, way out of chances here. My daughter's homesick from school today, so I'm going to take the opportunity to record one of these things, and we'll see if we can get into a classic fixed game here with at least 5 people. So we'll look through the options, 90-second timer. A lot of times these 2 of 5, somebody's putting a bot in to make it a little more attractive for someone to join, but now we're up to 3. So maybe, all right, so we just need one more. This looks like a doable thing. We'll see if these are neutral bots or automated. So it's automated. Seems like a pretty standard game here. And we're getting started right away. So I'll be playing the white character here. With my guy that I picked because I think he looks a little bit like Bill Belichick and seems like the kind of person you want leading you into battle, right? So that's why I have this guy. And see if everyone got in or we have a bot. Looks like everyone's in. All right. A lot of the cooler colors in this one too. All right, so I'm going first. Oof. None of these locations are particularly fantastic. So what I'm actually going to do is put in down here, but move out of Africa or towards that direction so that people know maybe I'm headed to Europe because that's where I would like to be. Red could always on their turn fortify in, which is the danger of me not directly putting my troops in. I suspect Red's gonna want to go for Europe as well. I mean, worst case scenario, I kind of go over to Asia and figure out where I'm doing from here. There's just not a lot of options. We got the 5 in Japan, but there's a 3 blocking and then another 3 over here to get into North America. Looks like Blue's abandoning Africa. So if Red decides that they want to go for Europe, I can always pop down into Africa, which I would be fine with. So it does look like he's going to take the 1 here, and then it'll see which direction the troops go. Are they going down or are they going up? He's also abandoning Africa, so it looks like that's going to be the place to take. I think what I'm going to do is take into Southern Europe if it's available and come down, which will still allow. Well, Teal plays before me anyway, so hopefully Teal will be bringing their troops through to North Africa from here. If Black doesn't just wipe them out entirely with so many troops down there for Black. Well, I guess they already went, so they didn't wipe them out. Pink's gonna make a move for North America, which presumably Black will then start moving troops down. I'll be able to get this 4 in and maybe next time get the 3 over here, which will not be the end of the world. So it seems like it's a reasonable plan. So I am going to move these over to give. Oh, I keep thinking I'm Red. Teal does go after me. So I want to give Teal the chance to get out. So I'm going to go this way and then bring these down here so that Teal can take North Africa and fortify through. And then I can next turn sit all my troops over here in North Africa. Teal's going for Australia. I didn't see how good their start was over there. So that makes a lot of sense. Are they going to get these out of South America? Or are they just going to, all right, they're going to leave them there. So I assume Black's going to take them out this turn. That would make the most sense. And so I won't have to wait for them to come through. And I'm definitely not going to wait for them to come through. Because it's better off to me if Black has to knock it out. So I'm just going to move all my troops over this way on the next turn. I didn't see I lost my 2 up here. Pink decided to go after. That's interesting. And so that 4 is going to come in. And then he's hoping pink will let him out of Greenland. If pink fortifies off of there, red can get his 5 up into Europe too. Yeah, so they're just destroying that. They've got a really strong base, 16, 17 troops there. That's a big time play. So maybe teal will fortify this 2 out and make it even easier for me to take over. I'm not going to do it on one turn because that'll leave me very, very weak with this 8 sitting here. I don't want to tempt black to take out a big section. So I'm still going to leave teal the opportunity to fortify that guy out by just sitting over here. I don't really have any place to fortify because nothing is connecting and I don't want to hit through a 2. So yeah, that's where we are. We'll see what teal does this time. I don't know if they'll move around. I don't think he's going to want to hit that 3. I'm just waiting for him to move so that I can bring the 3 in. So I'm thinking he'll fortify the 2 up now. Okay, and he's happy sitting there in Middle East. He would love for me to move this guy, but I want to get it this direction. So unless, maybe Afghanistan gets emptied out, there's not a chance that I'm moving. So and red's continuing to bring troops in. Black is fortifying there. I assume he's going to start to move over to Europe to get an exterior position established. And he doesn't really have any threats from me down here. Do I have a turn in? I don't. So I guess we'll wait. They're not leaving me any space to take anything up here. I'm gonna put troops in there, and what I'm gonna try to do is take this guy out with my 2. If I happen to get lucky, which I did, then I can get a card out of that without wasting anything else. At the moment, I wasn't going to take the whole continent anyway, so it didn't really make sense to take one of those. If I have the turn in next time, which the cannons will be enough. I don't know if I want to wait for the infantry guy. And now this is whether he just smacks that 3 or not. I don't know how much he wants to keep these guys together. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so he's decided to go around, which is good for me. So now I can put my bonus troops in India and just take the continent and fortify back up here. And then I'll feel relatively secure. Yeah, I could wait to see if I get an infantry, but that's really only gonna, by the time I turn that in, Southern Europe will be gone. Red will have taken that. And so, no reason. I mean, maybe if I got lucky and got an infantry troop, could potentially get 4 extra troops, but 2 of them would be up here and probably likely to be captured pretty quickly. Whereas I can bring in the cannons, really only sacrifice 2 that I might not even get anyway if the infantry doesn't come in, and then make sure I've got a pretty solid foundation to keep black from getting upset. Pink's moving pretty steadily, and it's costing them a decent number of troops to take this. Leaving a couple in each section, I mean, it doesn't make any sense because these guys would be happy to kind of run their forces out on ones if you left them there. So I'm definitely going to turn this in. We're going to try and get everything together on this turn, I think. So we're going to do this, run these guys all together. Make sure we get all of our continents. And I'm just going to put 4 down there. Take this. Oops. I forgot that I was on. And then we want to attach this guy to the rest of our troops as well. Oh, it didn't really matter. I didn't save him anyway. So nothing too scary with one giant stack. And we'll start consolidating here in a minute. Oh. Blue immediately breaks? He's just being a jerk. Well, that's interesting. Well, that's almost ruined my game here, I guess. Gotta make alliances. It's too late for that. See if he likes me. But, I mean, now somebody may just take me out. I don't know. He didn't have... How many troops did he put in? He only lost 3 to take out my 8. It was a really good turn for him. And I'm kind of stuck. There's not a lot I can do here. He's being really aggressive out of the Australia position. And I can't even go back and hit his main stack because I've got whites in the way. I made, I guess, a poor decision to try and consolidate everything. I just thought he would be a good neighbor. Oh, and now he's friends. See if he's actually friends, right? Yeah, and I suspect if I go after him, Black is going to make some inroads into my continent here too. So I am very stuck. Turned in a little early to get some security, and then I didn't have any at all. He hit a big stack instead of just breaking me lightly. Like, that was just like a super hyper aggressive move. And I guess this is where my mediocre risk comes into play because I don't know the right thing to do here. I have no idea. Do I hit back firmly? If I take all of these out, he can still come across with the main stack and break me. And so I'm kind of confused about what the retaliation is. So I'm going to move this stack over here. And I think I'm going to hit his 4 just to show him I mean business, but not take the whole continent. And we're just going to sit those guys there. Oh, he's mad at me? You just took half of my troops, man. He thumbs down the alliance. And then he rejected. So I think he's just going to come slam this stack, which is going to ruin both of our games. And that happens sometimes, I guess. So, well, he doesn't want to come directly at me. So maybe he didn't like it, but he is going to live with it. The question will now be whether Black comes across and decides to establish, 18 or 20 troops over here, because there's nothing I could do about that, and I will have lost my continent, and I'll be stuck in Asia with a tiny little stack, and my game will be essentially over. I'll have to go hide in a corner somewhere. Oh, Red's getting aggressive. I thought maybe he wanted North America, and now indeed, is he going to just take... Oh, he's just going to take pink out. Get those 5 cards. Yes? Looks like it. He's moving very slowly, but he should still have plenty of time. This is 90-second turns. Ooh. He's got to hit 3 2s over there, though. And he lost 1 on this. That's going to be a tight one. Oh, he lost 2 again? I don't know if he's going to do it. he's basically going to be giving black 5 more cards if he can't make this work. Oh, but he got it. Very lucky. Because a 4-on-2 is not a guaranteed win. You got to have 6 to guarantee yourself to defeat 2. So now he's up to 40, and he has North America, except for this little bit that black's got there. And I guess he's going to just make sure black doesn't come through. An interesting ploy. I thought I'd be the first one out after the way blue hit me. Man, I guess I could go to Europe now. There's nobody up there. I'd have to take a lot more countries than I would in Africa. But with both blue and red being pretty aggressive in this game, I'm unsure about where I want to be. I feel like Africa is a safer place to stay out of the way and let these aggressive guys go after each other. That's my thought. So he's consolidating back here on Ontario. That's a place I like to sit. Because then if someone breaks in Greenland, you can kind of counter, but you don't have to risk losing troops if they want to break you there. Black's still hanging out a little bit up there. So I'm going to try to take this. I know there's not a guarantee, but if I can do that without losing a troop, I have a chance to get this, which I did. And we are going to just sit here because I still have Southern Europe that I can bounce through if black decides to come across. And it looks like he doesn't want to. So now blue is just ruining his own game to try and mess with me. I've got a tiny trade in. It's not going to be enough to mess with blue, which I guess he knows. I wonder if red will go in the aggressive. Red could try to take me out right here, get my 4 cards. If he puts 2 here and the rest here, he's got me no problem. And then he takes blue out on the same turn. And then it's just black to clean up. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to happen. I wish red had allied with me. I could have asked him to take blue first, but that's not going to happen. He's going to take me out. So there goes some mediocre risk. I got in a game with 2 really aggressive players. Blue decided that, oh, is he not going to go after blue on this turn? Because he definitely did this the wrong way. He's going to leave that stack down there, which means blue's going to survive. Well, that stinks. Because he could easily have ended the stack here and just pushed through blue with the cards that he's getting from me. I'm going to spectate for a little bit just to see where this goes, because I don't think it'll take that long. But yeah, he locked all those stacks up there. I mean, I guess red was incredibly antagonistic, and so is maybe not actually as good a player as I thought the aggressiveness indicated. Because he could definitely have left the 9 here, added the troops to it, and gone right through blue and gotten 4 cards out of blue. But now it looks like he's just going to try and hold 3 continents that he's not going to actually hold. And he moved 1 troop out. Oh, he ran out of time. So black can hit the 9 and can break both of these continents, which is what they should do. I don't know if he will do that. Oh, he's going to go take blue out and get those cards. Well, that's actually a really smart play. So he's going to run this 8 down and just hit the 12 hard. And then the 19 will be able to clean up the rest. Oh, no, he's not hitting the 12. That's what I would have done. I would have just run that 5 right into the 12, taken a few out. See, because now he's not going to be able to do it. And red's going to win the game. This is basically over. I mean, blue might turn in here and then he'll get second. If he doesn't turn in, he's definitely out. Oh, he's only getting 4 troops, so he may get taken out pretty quickly. Although black's got 4 cards, so red's definitely taking black out this turn. And they should have enough to do it. 17 and 9 is 26. Well, he won't be able to. Well, he could get these with the 26, move the 9 out here. He's got enough to do it. This 9 being stuck in here, though, might cost him. Depends on how many he loses on this. He only lost 15. Oof, it's going to be tight, but there's a 7 and a 5 out here to work on. So it should be doable if he's got enough time to get there. And then blue's aggressiveness gets him second place, but it was never going to get him first. That's just the downside of it. So see if red can use these up here to take a couple of countries first before he goes through. Nope, he's just stopping, which is, I mean, I guess smart enough, but black's going to turn in, right? And just take out North America? Or is black going to turn in and finish off blue to make sure he gets second? Oh, interesting. He just decided that he couldn't do it again. Black is still going to finish second. Or maybe red will take blue out first because it's easy. I don't know. But that is a silly game that red is going to win. So we're just not going to watch the rest of this. We're going to turn the video off. And there you have number 6. This is my mediocre risk. Not entirely my fault, but I'm sure there are ways that I could have played better. So until next time, I'll see you later for some very mediocre risk.